Oh my God, it turns out that Facebook is actually evil and has been going around trying to affect people's lives behind the scenes.
We already knew that.
Oh, yeah. Wazang-a-lang and salutations, my lovely little lunatic. To be your friendly, let's talk about insanity. Here with my co-host, Bob.
Hello.
And today on the Insane Report, is Facebook actually evil? A whistleblower comes out and says she is appalled that horrible things that Facebook has been doing, along with the fact that it's come out that, yeah, Instagram actually may be causing teenagers depression, along with the simple fact that, magically Facebook and WhatsApp and Instagram went down pretty much immediately after the one lady did her thing on 60 Minutes.
That's a lot of stuff.
Yes, and a lot of maybe perhaps coincidences?
Most likely not.
Most likely not. But anywho, before we get into it, make sure to like and subscribe for more insane news. Also, follow us on Locals,
Rumble,
Minds,
and PocketNet.
excuse me, not on Burples. But, and also, if you feel a little bit generous, maybe throw $1 or $2 at us on PayPal.
Or with Bitcoin or Ethereum.
Ah, also, it was pretty funny.
What?
I bought Shiba.
Oh God, why?
Because I bought it at I put $50 in it, and I've already, tripled my amount of money.
Really?
Yes, this is not financial advice. I did it because I was just like, let's see what happens. And then within a night, it went up 122%.
Wow.
Anywho, continuing on. So here's the big thing. We all know Facebook is bad. We all know Twitter is bad. We all know Instagram is bad. And we all know YouTube is pretty much putting their thumb on the scale so hard that they pushed one side through the floor and broken the scale completely.
What's the point?
The point is, apparently a lady came out and she was like, I'm a whistleblower. The problem is, we've kind of known a lot of this stuff for the longest time, but main news never picks it up.
Let me guess, she wants stuff to be censored?
Basically, she wants public oversight.
And that means governmental oversight.
Exactly. So let's just jump into it. Boop. Facebook from the Daily Mail. Facebook whistleblower Frances Haugen will tell Congress today that tech giants' products harm children, stoke division, and weaken our economy because profits are put ahead of people.
Now, I know some places are saying profits before politics.
Which that's how I'm perfectly fine. I don't care. Stay out of politics. If you want to make... come on. Let's both say. If Facebook didn't get into politics and weren't messing with stuff behind the scenes, I'd probably use it.
Yeah, but they do.
So we don't. Hogg will testify that social media can lead to violence and needs regulating. She will tell Congress Facebook executives regularly chose profits over safety. That is one thing. Now, that is a big thing.
Yeah, because what is it? The person who told us they were going to come to our house and kill us is still on Twitter.
But yeah, and then I replied, if someone actually tried to hurt me, I would use my Second Amendment right. Yeah.
Yeah, we got banned.
Permabanned. Facebook maintains that whistleblowers' allegations are misleading. Continuing on. Who is she really, though? Facebook whistleblower Frances Haugen is 37, is a Harvard graduate who worked for Silicon Valley's biggest names and co-founded Hinge dating app valued at $2 billion.
So, yeah.
Also, she's like, a lot of her stuff paints her as really left-leaning, and so that's the problem here. Which, once again, that's why CNN and all these left-wing sites are talking about it this time, because it's actually someone pushing for Facebook and all to regulate speech, because speech is bad. Especially because she, basically, one of her biggest things was talking about, how, they are the reason for the riot at the Capitol, the biggest thing ever and most terrifying of all time since 9/11.
Yeah, that still is disgusting that they say that.
It is. Frances, 37, who worked for tech giants such as Google, Yelp, and Pinterest. She later worked for Facebook, and she said she felt compelled to leak thousands of its documents after believing it was choosing profit over safety. At 27, she launched a popular dating app today that's known as Hinge.
Yeah, I don't like Hinge.
It's just another Tinder. She grew up attending Iowa caucuses with her professor parents, which instilled a strong sense of pride and democracy and responsibility for civic participation. A former professor says she's brilliant. She was a brilliant student whose hand was always raised, always asking questions. So, next one. But then, of course, see, this is the big thing. Because this was funny.
Oh, yeah, watching the one lady try to say that, Facebook actually doesn't hurt children.
So on and so forth. There was a big thing about this. Facebook quietly, see, this is the part that I actually care about. Facebook quietly publishes internal research that reveals Instagram makes teens feel worse about their body image as app bosses prepare to face an uncomfortable Senate grilling. Facebook global head of safety Antigon Davis, this was the one lady, will face the U.S. Senate grilling.
Oh, yeah, watching Cruz just rip into it.
See, that's the thing. I like Cruz because he does this, but he doesn't actually get stuff done.
Maybe. Well, he's better than the rest, or most.
True. She is expected to defend the good work that Instagram does for teenagers.
Oh, aren't they trying to get younger and younger people on?
Despite the fact that they have to be 13 to do it?
Yeah.
Exactly. Another thing I don't like about them. Once again, that's the kind of pushing profits over politics that... Yeah. But at the same time, I go to Instagram right now, I understand, because guess what I see?
Lots of hot, nearly naked women, expensive things that we probably will never have?
Exactly. The research revealed significant areas where Instagram was harming teens. This included making those with body issues feel worse about themselves. Instagram disputed the claims and published the full research slides online. But, so all this happens. This happens, and then, of course, the lady comes out, and she makes her case, and so on and so forth. But then, magically, Facebook goes down.
Wait, what?
Yes, Facebook and Instagram went down. Yes, was it yesterday or the day before? One of the day. And basically...
Well, why didn't we know about it?
Because we don't have a Facebook, and we don't really use Instagram.
Also, we don't use WhatsApp.
Yep. So Facebook went down. Facebook's WFH policy made 7-hour outages worse. 75% of its 60,000 workforce were still not able to get back into the office to fix it, as insiders say blackouts disabled building security passes and internal comms.
Did no one have a key?
Yeah, that's the funny thing. Monday's outage caused all of Facebook services to go down offline for several hours. Staff were unable to communicate with each other or access the office buildings. An insider said working from home made it more difficult to fix issues. Facebook has 60,000 staff worldwide and is operating at 25% office capacity. Mark Zuckerberg plans to carry on WHF and delayed further reopening until 2022. We continue on. Facebook's $100 million blender company lost huge sum in revenue after locking the keys in the car with bungled server update that led to 7-hour outage made worse by WFH policy. Facebook suffered a 7-hour meltdown on Monday evening that started with a bungled server update. Faulty update file was sent to the company's core system, effectively disconnecting them from the internet. Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and Facebook Messenger all went down, along with all of the internal systems needed to fix the problem, right down to the key fob door locks.
Oh, this is bad.
It is. And also, he lost, I think, $7 billion with stock and all that stuff.
Oh, wow, that's terrifying, but it's Mark Zuckerberg, so no one really cares.
Yeah, it's not that bad of a deal for Zuck. Yeah. Facebook Inc., which owns all the sites, lost an estimated $100 million in direct revenue during the blackout. Mark Zuckerberg saw $7 billion wiped off his fortune as shares plunged 5% in second worst day ever. Once again, $100 million, 7 hours.
God, that's amazing.
I would imagine being able to make that much money. I did a day. It's 1 hour, 1 hour less than a day's work, and you made 7, and it's $100 million. 5% of my net worth. Oh no, it's gone. $7 billion. Wow, it's scary. So of course, people are saying it came out that a lot of people were thinking, oh, it was hacking, and it also came out that like 1.5 billion user data has been leaked, which there's no real proof of, so you don't really know. But once again, this is kind of one of those things where, but yeah, once again, there's that, and then Facebook admits its engineers made a mistake that caused $100 million. Still, yeah, they blame that. Now, here's the big thing. So, she comes out and makes her claim. And then, Facebook and everything about Facebook magically goes down. Like, cripplingly goes down.
Why would they do it, though?
Because here's the big thing. Oh, imagine her saying that, and then suddenly, all over Facebook, all over Instagram, all over Messenger, all over WhatsApp, people are telling how Facebook is messing with you.
Actually, yeah, because we know plenty of people that really only use Facebook Messenger, not other messaging apps.
Yeah, that and WhatsApp, which is also theirs. So, and here's the big thing. Yes, Facebook, because that was another thing she was talking about, was after the 2020 election, they relaxed all of their putting their thumb on the scale to affect everything. And she says they did it too soon, which is why she believes government regulation is needed, which I'm more along the lines of government regulation should be needed to make sure that if it's illegal, they take that down. Otherwise, let everyone talk.
Because if you don't let it happen in the open, they'll find their own little pockets, and then people become more and more extreme.
Exactly. But the big thing about all this is, so she says that, then suddenly all this stuff goes down. Okay, they lost $100 million for 7 hours. It was only 7 hours. It was back up. They've probably made a ton more money. Along with the fact that, oh no, he lost $7 billion because of a 5% drop in his stock.
Yeah, you really don't think that's going to go up?
That's just like when how Bitcoin was at $60,000 and then it dropped down to 30 and everyone lost their mind and now it's already back up to 50 and it took its time, but it's Facebook, Instagram. These are the things that control a ton of people's lives. It's not just magically going to die and be done with. He'll get his money back, and once again, oh no, 5%, $7 billion. What about the other 9? What about all the rest of his money?
He has more money. His family will never have to work again.
No, they'll never have to do anything again for probably 10, 15 generations. So, but at the same time, once again, I personally believe, sure, there is a good chance that this lady actually does feel it in her heart of hearts and did this. At the same time, that would just prove how she's another crazy leftist who believes the government should actually affect your free speech. Like, what was it? Oh, yeah, no, the whole thing that's going on with the parents right now.
What about that?
So, the AG is now telling the FBI to go after parents who dare harass, send threats, and so on and so forth towards teachers who push these crazy mandates.
Wait, what?
So, yeah, there's been a ton of stuff coming out that, because once again, as someone said on Timcast, once the parents start seeing what this is being done to their kids, oh, there's going to be hell to pay.
And hell to pay there has been.
Yeah, but of course the parents are like, but, no, the teacher's like, but I should be able to teach your child whatever I want, like that one video where we sing songs about being forced to wear masks with little children, despite the fact that it is illegal without parental consent to put to record a child. Without, especially for a teacher, without parental consent, which they didn't have, but of course that's illegal, and no one seems to do anything about it on Facebook or Twitter or whatever. So, now, all those parents that come out and protest, the ones sending death threats and all that, okay, yeah, no, that's illegal. But it also involves harassment. So, harassment, okay, so the people coming out with signs,
That could be considered harassment.
And the FBI is now going to come after you for that, for looking after your child, because they're not yours. They belong to the state. And that's what I think. That's kind of who I get the vibes off this lady. Not the fact that, like, Instagram is making people feel absolutely terrible and that they want people under a certain age to be able to come in, despite the fact the government says you can't do that. So, yeah, this is going insane. So that's why I think Facebook went down. Because here's the big thing. Sure, there is a possibility that it just magically just utterly destroyed itself and went down. But to this degree, it's Facebook. How? How have they not thought of this? How do they not think about this? How do they not have plans for this? That's the whole thing that gets to me. This smells as if they went, oh God, we can't have people talking about this on our platform, and our platform has billions and billions of users. Turn off. We'll eat the cost rather than them all talking about, like, oh my God, did you hear this? Did you hear this? Did you? And letting it all go crazy.
Which, that's hilarious because that's what they're known for.
Yes, but not towards themselves.
Yeah. Man, this is really weird.
It really is. But at the same time, that's how the world is right now. It's full of insanity. But, anywho, that'll be the end of this little story. If you like this video, then shake the like button and subscribe for more.
Insanity.
And I will see you all later. Bye, everyone.
Crazy.